I'm Kalina Jarvis.
And I'm Miriam Kamara. Welcome back to another OTV.
On Sunday, September 8th, the tennis court over at Utah Park was renamed after Oberlin's very own Woody M. Smith. Smith contributed a lot to Oberlin, helping out with athletics and the very first boys team at Oberlin. Smith recently passed away, and a memorial was held over at Utah Park in his honor.
On September 8th, the Utah tennis courts are named the Woody M. Smith Tennis Center in honor of Coach Smith, who passed in March of this year after a tough battle with cancer. In attendance were the tennis teams, community members, and many close friends and family of Woody. Many were able to speak their feelings and memories of this amazingly dedicated and kind man.
Last spring, he was able to be inducted into our Overland Athletic Hall of Fame. He was given the Lifetime Trailblazer Award, which could not be more perfectly named, for his 40 years of service. And
I asked Megan about some of Woody's coaching techniques, and she shared with me his most effective tip, and that was get the ball over the net. Woody took meticulous care of these courts on a daily basis, maintained the scorecard systems for all the courts, contacted the city whenever nets needed to be replaced. He advocated for the creation of a tennis center here to include a shelter and scoreboard. He continued to coach tennis even while he was struggling for over 10 years with what cancer was doing to his body. Even when I would visit him in the hospital, he would first ask how I and my family were doing, without consideration for his own condition. He was truly a remarkable and caring man.
With 40 years of service to the Overland community, Woody had a tremendous impact on the staff, students, and community here at Overland. Head Coach Lowe and some of the varsity tennis players were able to talk about the impact Coach Smith had on the tennis program and their success thus far this season.
For 1 year he was my coach, and he was an amazing coach towards the whole tennis program, and I love him so much. Bits and pieces.
A really positive impact. He coached me for about a year, and after he left, it was pretty sad to hear that he passed away, but it'll always be in my memory.
Yeah, he was a great coach, and he taught us a lot, and it was a big impact.
I learned those from him. Help make athletes better. Help make players better. Help them enjoy the game. I mean, one of the things that we often see is that once practice is over, a lot of our kids want to stay around and hit, want to stay around and play. So that must mean that they have some level of enjoyment that they're sustaining. And Coach Smith was able to instill that in me, and as a coach, we try to instill that in the athletes, the enjoyment of the game.
My favorite part is our team bonding and how our team is just our playing out teamwork.
Playing matches against other people, meeting new people, playing this game is pretty fun.
Definitely the competition aspect.
I just need my players to be better at the end of the season than they were at the beginning of the season. So it's not about winning or losing for me right now. It's more about making them competitive, putting them in a position that when they go on the court that they're more comfortable, that they compete.
Please come out and support for our team. We're going to try to go all the way this year. Hope to see you there. Get!
John Wooden stated, "A good coach can change a game, but a great coach can change a life." Woody M. Smith was indeed a great coach who had tremendous impact here at Overland High School. Help support the Blazers at the newly named Woody M. Smith Tennis Center at their next home match on September 30th at 3:45 p.m. against Cherry Creek High School. Signing off, this is Amaya Charles.
If you've ever passed by the main office, you've noticed the Ozone Cafe. The Ozone Cafe is run by amazing students in our ILC program. OTV got the chance to sit down and talk with a few of the students who run and operate the cafe.
The Ozone Cafe is a coffee shop run by the ILC students and staff. It's been a program for roughly 12 to 13 years, and it's a place for our ILC students to learn to communicate with people and learn skills for after high school.
Hi, I'm Samantha Seacrest. I'm a paraeducator here at Overland in the ILC. The main purpose of the cafe is to give life skills to our students, so they learn skills of how to talk to people, how to interact with their customers. A lot of our children have problems with speech, so this enables them to learn proper ways to speak to people, or it encourages them to speak to people and use their words instead of just shaking their heads or whatever. It's been around about 12 to 13 years. There's been some changes. We used to buy our coffees at just Costco, ground it ourselves. Now we get our coffee from Silver Canyon, which is up in Boulder, Colorado. It's a private coffee company, and they provide the machines for us, so we have a lot more that we serve. And then we also serve our oatmeal. We talk about what inventory is, why we do inventory, and then the students, participate in doing the inventory. The responsibilities is, just making sure that they keep the area clean, they serve the customers, so they learn all those life skills, because sometimes they don't realize how to do that kind of stuff. So our goals here in the ILC is to prepare our students for after they graduate.
Students in the ILC program gain work experience each morning preparing the coffee, communicating with the Overland staff, doing inventory, and building relationships with their peers that will leave memories that will last a lifetime. Some of the students in the program talked about their responsibilities and experiences working at the cafe.
I'm just good. I'm a senior. So we have to serve customers the coffee, or only if they want something, they can also buy snacks. Also, like sodas. I had to do inventory before cleanup.
I was in 12th grade. We're going to do the coffee with our friends.
My name is Olga. I'm 10th grade. We're just doing our coffee and we're doing some cleaning stuff around the coffee shop. We're doing some iced coffee.
Overland staff, be sure to support the ILC program by coming down to the Ozone Cafe, where you can pick up a coffee, grab some oatmeal, and meet some of the incredible students in the ILC program who truly know what it means to be a Blazer.
Attention ladies, on September 24th there will be a girls swim and dive informational meeting after school in room 223B. Anyone interested in swimming or diving should attend for updates in the upcoming season.
Blazers, do not forget to wear your student IDs. According to the ID policy on page 58 to 59 on the student handbook, all students must wear their student IDs. Your student ID serves as identification as an Overland High School student, and it is vital that the staff and fellow students can identify you as a student at any time. Starting on Monday, September 23rd, deans will begin to assign consequences for students who are still not wearing their student IDs. This includes, but is not limited to, detention, Saturday school, and out-of-school suspensions. Students who need an ID can get one from the dean's office or security. Thank you for taking this vital step to keeping Overland safe.
Students, the yearbook is the cheapest it'll ever be at any point this year. Watch this next video to get more information on how to purchase your 2019-2020 school yearbook.
For the summer, Overland's yearbook program took a trip to CU Boulder to attend the annual Rocky Mountain Journalism Camp hosted by Herv Jones. There, the yearbook editors planned out the theme and learned about what is needed to make a great book that represents the school.
So I went to Rocky Mountain Journalism Yearbook Camp, and we went so that we could prepare for the yearbook this year and get some things planned out for the school year before it started.
And the reason I went is because I went last year and I thought it was pretty cool. And we just go so we can start the year off knowing our theme and not having to work through it.
It was important to attend this camp for me because I wouldn't have been prepared for this year. It would have been really tough for me. I would have been lost right now.
Overland's Trail is an award-winning publication that has been recognized by the National Scholastic Press Association. Recent yearbooks have been honored with many of the top awards in student journalism, including a Gold Crown, a Pacemaker, and All Colorado. One of this year's editor-in-chiefs, Junior Emmy Pickerel, was fortunate enough to be able to receive a first-place scholarship to camp for her work within the 2018 to 2019 yearbook.
In order to get the scholarship, you had to submit a spread that you made in the year before, so I ended up submitting one of my favorite spreads that I did that year. I was super excited because the camp is kind of expensive, so it was really nice to not have to worry about the cost and to be able to just go and enjoy it.
Emmy and the Trail staff editors sell ads and run fundraisers so that they can offer the yearbooks at a discounted rate to students. Because of the production costs, the books will go up throughout the year.
They should purchase a yearbook because it's memories. When you're 30, you kids or not, you're gonna have something to look back on and be like, oh, I remember him, I remember her. Look, that's me. Like, you're gonna have all the memories throughout high school because you're only gonna have your high school is only 4 years of your life, and that's where you create the most memories, and you want those for the rest of your life.
The books will remain $60 until the end of this month. There are payment plans available, so as long as you put money down before September 30th, you'll lock in the price. Senior photos are also due at the end of this month, along with a $15 fee. With all of the hard work and dedication that goes into the book, Emmy hopes you buy one as soon as possible. This is Miriam Kamara, signing off.
Hey seniors, here is an announcement from Postgrad.
Hello seniors, this is Mr. Sewell in Postgrad in the IST building, and I just want to remind you about the transcript request policy. If you are applying to a college, you have to come into Postgrad, grab one of the blue sheets, fill them out. We need at least 2 weeks in advance before your application deadline. So come up to see us in Postgrad. Also, every student at Overland, we have college representatives coming from a lot of universities. You're welcome to sign up and visit with those college reps. You can do that on Naviance. If you have any questions, come see me. I'll send you a pass and you'll get a chance to visit with some college representatives.
That's all we have for you today, Blazers.
Have an amazing weekend. Bye!